Good morning, afternoon, or evening, sir or madam, as the case may be. This is Dr. Robin Kearney Frazier with Guilds of Requiem. I am the president and founder. We are going to be discussing the Resources Guild of Requiem on this onboarding video. And what does our Resources do? It is our business administration, our human and humane resources department. Our agenda is the same as others, except for it's a little bit more abbreviated because the Resources Guild is pretty much 100% behind the scenes. We really, outside of our Facebook page and our website, we don't have that much of a public presence, even though we do a lot of the day-to-day operations. So on the agenda is going to be the history of Resources Guild, which flows into what it does. We're going to have answer the question, is there any gilded projects with Resources Guild? What about the sub-guilds? And as always, we want people to know, how can you help us help you? On to the history of the Resources Guild of Requiem. It was one of our original 7 guilds. And basically it acts as our business administration department, our HR department, I'm not sure what other things that would go with that. I just had a brain fart there. Once we start having paid positions, the Resources Guildmaster will be among the first paid positions. And the reason that is that managing the day-to-day business is a full-time job. And we want to be able to thank them. So it also will seek out resources to benefit the Guilds of Requiem in its mission of creating intentional communities, providing educational opportunities, and be involved with community service opportunities. And we want to help the members in their pursuit of their passions. So we kind of put the question out to our group, who's going to handle grant writing? This falls to the Resources Guild. Why? Because the Resources Guild needs to know what everybody else is doing, and where they do the budget. They're, hey, this is where the money goes. We need more money for that, so they write out the grant proposals, and basically they make sure that all pertinent information that under the Transparency Act is available upon request, and that we are timely in our submission to the appropriate governing agencies at the end of our fiscal year and at the end of the calendar year. Next, we're going to talk about gilded projects. Surprise, 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 we currently have none. And that's because we are run by volunteers. So to try to add in some of these future things into the Resources Guild would definitely be something that, no, I need somebody who can dedicate 40 hours a week minimum of their time to making this happen. So this goes into what our future gilded projects are. We are looking to offer nonprofit administration internships or externships. Basically, that the difference is are you coming to us and wanting to learn without being in school, or are you already in school and you need to have an internship to show them that, hey, I actually know how to use this. We're going to offer business management resources to our members so that they can focus on their passions. And we want to have a resources liaison for each guild. That just makes everything go smoother, to kind of have their own little mini me business administrator in their guild, so that they can say, hey, this is what we need. This person can go to the guild master and say, hey, they're asking for this. How can we help them? The Resources Guild does have a sub-guild, and remember, a sub-guild is any gilded project that either touches more than one guild in its need of operation or the need that it fills, or it doesn't fit any of them. We do have a couple of those, the biggest one being Space Station Requiem. This is our fandom fan club organization that basically, if you are a fan of anything and you're a fan of everything, then this is the place for you to be. It is your gateway to adventure, specifically in the Hill Country. We are what we consider a multiverse fan club in the Hill Country of Texas, and other parts of the world. We do have members in Kenya. We are open to all of fandom. We do not discriminate. We aim to be inclusive of fandoms posting in our Facebook group. The Space Station Requiem does assist with BantuckyCon. As you can see, they have their own website of spacestationrequiem.org. Once I get time to be able to actually write versus running a nonprofit, there is a fan fiction storyline that is uniquely Space Station Requiem, and without very, it borrows real heavily on Star Trek, because initially Space Station Requiem started as a unit for Starfleet Command Quadrant 1 before we kind of branched out into our own. We are still members of that, but we have more of a focus on all of fandom and how can our fandom help the Guilds of Requiem members. It is built on the same philosophies as Guild of Requiem. It does have its branded merchandise, and there is a members only forum in there. Our other sub-guild is the world's super group of amazing people. This is a group that was originally started by somebody local in Bandera County, and for some reason, I think it may have just grown too big for him to handle. One day we noticed that there was no admin. There's nobody to approve posts. There's nobody to approve new members. There's nobody to put out the fires because the members are bickering. So we polled everybody who is currently members. A lot of them responded saying, yes, we would like you to take over this project, or this Facebook group. And so what we decided is that it was going to be a safe place for people to unwind. That means we didn't want to have any politics in there. We didn't have any posts that were meant to incite people being upset and angry. So to do that, we have a lot of jokes where you can laugh a little, or you can groan at them, because daddy jokes are probably pretty high, even though I'm not a daddy. We also enjoy and share our musical finds that are a unique part of you. And of course, there's kittens, puppies, otters, and more. Oh my. And we're getting down to our last little part that is always important to any nonprofit. How can I help? The Resources Guild website is currently under construction. As with all the other guilds, it will have its own members only area, which includes a forum and educational opportunities that are open to Guilds of Requiem members only. We do have our application already out. So as you can see, we've got a Google form. That's probably one of the best things that came out of Google. And it also helps begin the onboarding process to fully understand what Guilds of Requiem is, who we are, and how we stay involved with our communities. If you've got questions, we've got answers. Leave them in the comments below. We do monitor all of our social media to when somebody posts a comment onto our videos or our Facebook pages, and we try to answer them as quickly as we can. If we don't know the answer, whoever is seeing it first doesn't know the answer right away, I can guarantee you that I'm going to get a text message at whatever hour of the day saying, what's the answer to this, Miss Robin? So we thank you for making it through our video. We hope you have a fantastic day, and we look forward to you on the Scholars Guild of Requiem onboarding video.